Good morning and welcome to the stream of the first Masters World Cup game in the over 55 category for women. Today's game is the Dutch ladies playing against the Welsh. The Dutch in their traditional orange against the Welsh are playing in black today. Beautiful day in Cape Town. First match in the pool, so there's going to be a nice tentative start to this tournament. Good to have all these teams in Cape Town firing away. There are many age groups playing at the moment in this Masters World Cup, but really some fantastic skill in the midfield there to get us going. The Welsh putting some early pressure on a nice big circle entry, but a save by the Dutch keeper onto a defender's foot, and the first short corner of the match in the first minute of play. A good start for the Welsh team as they get their first penalty corner. Discussion ensuing about what's going to happen here. Emma Thomas making the call on top there to see if it's going to come. We'll see if Sally Rees can get something off on this very first one, the Dutch line up in the back, to see what we can get going here. Oh, short injection to the side. Here comes the big hit. Saved by the defender. Might have been a foot there, but nobody can tell what happens. So everybody's happy at the end of the day. As Welsh get an out ball right in the top corner of the field. Still pressing hard, they're trying to get a circle entry. Now the foot on the edge of the circle as a quick free hits taken. Trying to make the circle entry. No touch by anybody, and the keeper just palms the ball away. Nice and comfortably. Marty van Leeuwen in goals. Doing a good job there of just making sure that nothing enters. So long corner ensuing. Everybody back in the 22 on the full defensive. Andrea Fairless trying to make a start here to see what she can get going. Umpire demanding that everybody moves 5 yards away as we're looking for an entrance. Or an attempted overhead, but it's intercepted by the Dutch. And unfortunately a loose ball and a swinging stick. And of course the crowd always go wild when there's a nice big stick crunching tackle in the midfield. Again, the Welsh having a free hit right on the edge of the circle. Can't enter the circle unless they move the ball 5 yards, which they've just done. And here comes the circle inch. They'll be hoping for some kind of outcome. And unfortunately, just a little bit of loss of control. Ball rolling over the baseline, and the Dutch get a chance now to reset with a 16 at the back. Nice quick hit taken out to left half. Looking for a probing ball down the line as we move in the ball nice and quickly. Trying to get out of their own half where they've been stuck in for the first sort of 2-3 minutes of this game. A lot of pressure being applied by the Welsh team, pocketing Dutch players in the corner. Oh, another crunching tackle in the midfield, and the crowd voicing their opinion on that. Always good to have a big crowd on the side. A lot of traveling fans that have come with their teams all the way down to Cape Town from all over the world. Like I said before, this is the first pool game, so these two teams will be eyeing each other out. They've played each other fairly recently in COVID conditions in 2019 where the Dutch prevailed. So I'm sure the Welsh would want to add one up on the scoreboard there. Great interception in the midfield there by Karen Skira. Winning the ball, and the Welsh get to transfer the ball across the field now to see if they can find an opening on the right-hand side. Nice touch there by Becky Fleck, trying to find an entry in the circle. Can she get something from the cross? I thought Tessa Budding had made the save there, but the umpire says that the pass over the baseline was deliberate. Any deliberate pass over the baseline ends up in a short corner for the Welsh. It's their second short corner of the game. First one was saved by a Dutch defender on the line. Let's see if they can make some alternative arrangement here. Andrea Fairless on the left is still waiting for it again. Might go back to her. Yes, it does. And here comes the ensuing hit on target. Another great save by Marty van Leeuwen and goals. And overhead into the circle. Fantastic skill shown and initiative. But again, Van Leeuwen in goals, just palming it away calmly. No pressure. And again, the Dutch are defending stoutly on the side of the field, making sure that nothing comes from it. Karen Skero again trying to find an entry, and there's a nice entry going in. Becky Fleck trying to find something from there, but to no avail. As it looks like Tessa Budding came with the ball again. So a good start here for Wales. Keeping the pressure on, just not getting any outcomes from all this movement on the far side. And again, another ball goes begging as it rolls over the baseline, and we end up with another long corner. Nice early game in the morning. Temperature around the low 20s. That's degrees Celsius. The day should warm to about mid-20s. Nice spring day in Cape Town. Shouldn't get too hot as the ball gets moved again. Emma Thomas, the captain, trying to find her way through, but just getting stuck up there as the ball goes across to Sally Rees. The pressure being applied and the breakdown happening. Jones Pritchard with the ball now, trying to find the through. Great run on the sideline, just unable to control it. It looked like Donna Druce on the far side there, making a great lead through the gap. The through ball went, but just a lack of control. And unfortunately, the ball rolled over the sideline. But Wales still deep in the Dutch half, applying the pressure. And it looks like we're good to go. Dutch trying to move the ball at the back now. Just getting pressed by numbers the whole time. The Wales just got numbers on the ball the whole time, making sure that there's pressure. Ball into the circle, a little free swing there by Sam Pascoe. Didn't get enough on the ball though. And again, Van Leeuwen just having a lot of work to do at the moment, but comfortably able. Another circle entry for Wales. And the Dutch defense again, just coming away neatly with the ball and just palming it away to make sure that they're keeping out of their circle. Wales would want to capitalize here and get something from all this position they've had deep in the half before the Dutch start rolling through again. Very, very good start here. Again, this is the O55 category. First pool game, so everybody's rusty and everybody's trying to get points on the board. As the Dutch get to the halfway line at last, just lose control, unfortunately. Jacqueline Rohoff had the ball there and was just trying to find a ball on the sideline, but was unable to find anybody to pass to, and the sideline won that battle. Wales on the trough, looking to move the ball around. Putting themselves a little bit under pressure, but the dribble coming out the back very confidently from Sally Rees. All the experience, looking for the through ball. Just unable to control the ball up front as Jude Livesey up front gets her first touch on the ball, I believe. And the ball hits her foot, and the Dutch have a free hit on their 22. Nice confident ball through. And there we have the first sort of menacing attack by the Dutch high in the field. Rohoff had the ball, trying to find the way through. And the Dutch now entering the Welsh 22 for the first time, but unable to control the ball, and the ball running over the back line for a free hit out the back. Wales very quick on the outlet, finding their ride off quite comfortably at the moment. The Dutch not really cutting that ball off, and the ball easily moving out. A bit of a mistrap there, so they were lucky in that sense. But the Dutch find their way close to the edge of the circle, and in the circle with a bit of advantage. Still got possession, looking for the short corner. Unfortunately, a bit of a clash of sticks. Good defending there by Wales. Rohoff just unfortunately unable to get the short corner to get some upgrade from their first circle entry of the match. Wales with the overhead, nice and confident down the open gap. Just putting the ball neatly into touch with a bit of space. I can see the Wales coaching staff very happy with that movement. Nick Fackrell at the back there, just loving the fact that his teams played themselves out of trouble at the back there and are back in the Dutch half. Slight miscue on the overhead there. Tessa Budding. As Wales get the ball in there in the Dutch half, looking for options again. Elaine Scale taking the ball forward and trying to find a pass. But a clack of sticks, and the umpire adjudicating that free hit will belong to the Netherlands. Another probing ball forward. Just not able to get any clean connections to each other, as it looks like the Netherlands haven't found their 1-2-3 passes yet. They're going for the more direct, hit the ball up the field and get some value up there. As you see the same take again. Nice long ball being through. Rowe for the unfortunate mistrap. And Sally Reeves coming away with the ball, but the Dutch still in control, and a ball in front of the goals. A marvelous chance there in front of goals from Anna Tillens. Just got a last minute stick on it, but Emma Olivari was great and stepped up to it, made the good save. First real chance in the game where the ball looked like it was going to go in if it wasn't for the keeper's foot. They got put into the way, and then nice clean save. Olivari will be very happy with that save. Midfield clash, and the Dutch again going for the penetrating through ball. Rolf, neat little off-lay. Trying to get the circle entry, a shot on target. Another good save by Olivari. And suddenly the table is turned, and the Dutch now have circle entries and opportunities. I'm just trying to see who got that shot off there. Go on, pick up the number. But Wales now having to do some defensive work to get the ball at the back. The Dutch putting the press on, covering all options. But a neat little overhead over the top. And again, Sam Pascoe is unable to control the overhead ball. It would have been interesting if she had controlled it, because it would have been a one-on-one with a run to the goal, which would have been entertaining to see if keeper Van Lernen could handle the one-on-one. But not to be. The Dutch again smacking the ball forward. Unfortunately lifted this time. Adjudicated as dangerous. So the Welsh could take a free hit. Umpire says this wasn't for the right spot. It's bringing them all the way back to where the infringement occurred. Elaine Scale trying to make the through ball again. But just losing control. No connection made. As the Dutch now come away with the ball with Nicole Michel in the midfield. A far ball out to left wing. This could be interesting. We've got a lot of support players coming in line here. Just getting isolated on the outside. Very good defensive work there. Making sure the attacking player with the ball was kept on the sideline. Again, the Dutch probing through here and losing control. And Wales coming away with the ball again. But returning the favour, and we have the double turnover, which hockey players hate. You win the ball and you give it straight back. It's a coach's nightmare when that happens. Of course, it wasn't intentional, but just part of the game. Nice probing ball forward there. Unfortunately, Rivka Bax is unable to control the ball coming past her. So the Dutch trying to put on a nice blanket press here, trying to keep Wales back in their own 22. The overhead's been working for them, but they've now taken the moving ball free hit, trying to play it out neatly. This could lead to a bit of trouble if they lose possession, but nice control in the midfield. Becky Fleck just turning away from trouble, hitting the ball down the line into space, and just gaining some territory with the out ball on the sideline. So the game's still 0-0. Both teams have had chances. Early on, the Welsh were on top, but as the game has progressed now, Holland are coming back into the game. Bit of a hack in the midfield there. As Wales get the free hit just outside the 22. And of course, the Welsh fans now getting into song nice and early in the morning to get some G's going. Nice controlling game, bit of aerial skill to get into the circle, and a great circle entry. The ball being knocked out the side, and I see Sam Pascoe with arms in the air saying, please give us the short corner. But the umpire adjudicating that it wasn't intentional. Could be debatable on the replay, but we'll let the umpire make the call on that one. As the Welsh get a long corner back on the 22. Ball out to the side. A little bit isolated. They probably want to get off that sideline. Getting trapped on the sidelines isn't a good idea when you're trying to get into the circle, and very easy to defend. So maybe a more direct option might have been the way to go in that sense. Dutch with their first meaningful trough ball around the back. Full switch all the way from left half to right half. And a ball out to the sideline. This is looking really good now. Rivka backs with the ball down the line to a free pass, and yeah, a nice clear ball. Can they get something from the circle entry? Probing for a shot, and a great shot on target. Looked like Anamar Tillings with the very first goal of the game. Tillings turned, got the shot on target. That's really what counted in this whole fiasco, that get the shot on target, and unfortunately goalkeeper Olivari unable to deal with it with her feet. And the Netherlands go 1-0 up in this match. First goal of the game, first meaningful shot that we saw with a bit of power. A previous shot from the Dutch was saved on the line, but it didn't have as much power as that one. A nice clean strike there by Tillings. And we're a 1-0 game. Wales will be very upset with this. They had the early running on the game. As again we have nice long through ball going through. And this time we have Chantal Magish on the ball, trying to get across the ball across. Bit of a scrappy edge of the circle as the game get a little bit frantic now. Dutch in the circle, turn and shoot. Again, Tillins is doing a very good job at picking the ball up on the edge of the circle and turning and creating the front stick shot. All it needs is a bit of power and direction. This time, though, Olivari up to the task of getting her foot in the way. Okay, the Welsh starting the game with a nice long ball, but intercepted. Lifted ball, so adjudicated as dangerous. Nice good interception though. Again, the Netherlands putting a blanket press on you, trying to stop the through ball going forward, forcing Wales to go on the deck and play in the low game. As the first chukker comes to an end, Netherlands 1, Wales 0.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
And there goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
All right, as you join us now. At the start of the second chukka, Netherlands 1, Wales 0. Both coaches very animated in the interim team talk, trying to spur their teams on. Wales were upset. They had the early run of the game and couldn't capitalize, and then the Dutch got the foray back and were able to score with a nice put away by Tillins. As we see the Welsh team now being just pushed back into their own 22 with the pressure being applied. Unsuccessful over being tried there. Ball being won back by the Dutch. Tillins on the sideline trying to get the ball out to the middle of the field, and yeah, we now have an open player. This looks really, really good. Nico Michel trying to get the ball across. And in the ensuing melee, we get a foot from one of the Welsh players and a short corner being awarded for the Dutch. They're first of the match, so it's going to be interesting to see what they come to the party with in terms of their short corner battery. Sandra Maish pushing forward actually means business, so I'm assuming it looks like there's going to be a strike coming from that side. We'll see where this goes. The Welsh team is putting on their protective gear in preparation for the short corner. Like I said, first penalty corner for the Dutch in this match. Let's see where this goes. And lucky the injection wasn't as clean as could be. Went short, still got out. Oh, and the ball gets slapped across back to the injector, who one-times it nice and neatly across the face of the goal. A couple of defenders were expecting the ball to come their way, and they unfortunately couldn't get a stick on it. And the goal scorer, Marsha Plesman, slapping the ball across from the injection neatly into the corner as the Netherlands go 2-0 up in this match. And now have a stronghold on the game and a bit of enthusiasm going forward. They're attacking now with meaning, moving the ball around free will. Unfortunately, just a small mistake there by Rivka Backs. Lost control of the ball. But as soon as I say that, they've won the ball right back. Oh, and the double turnover. We've got Jan Jones striding forward, trying to get a circle entry. With good crowd support from the side. Jan Jones just not being able to control the ball and get something from a circle entry then. Really good goal there. Ball came across. Plesman just get a good stick on it to get ahead as they put the Dutch 2-0 up in the scam, and now we have some bit of control of the game. Wales will be really keen to get some outcomes from their circle entries. They just can't find a clean way forward and control the ball. And the Dutch pattern, of hitting the ball hard down the field, gaining some ground, and then sending up their attack closer to the Welsh 22 is proving effective at the moment. Another big strike going forward. Tessa Budding just chatting to her coach on the sideline, getting some information, and he seems to be nodding his head saying, go, 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 keep going forward. You can hear the crowds getting boisterous in the background here. As the Dutch again now have a sideline ball. Straight ball through. A bit of an edge on the pickup there, leaning to the circle, so no control. Looked like Chantal Marcus again. Ball being knocked across. And again, the Dutch just gaining control in the midfield, holding onto the ball, not giving too much away. Nice clean ball wide, clean ball on the line. And the Welsh getting some joy with Sally Reese there, just winning the feed to the midfield. Linda Bennett now pushing forward, trying to find a through ball. And then it is. Jan Jones in the circle. Oh, a hard tackle there, but the umpire adjudicates it fair. I think Jan Jones will be upset with that. That was a real crunching tackle on the edge of the circle. Does win the long corner. As Jude Livesey sits up on the outside, trying to find a way through here. Again, a blanket of orange shirts in front, stopping the straight ball going through, forcing them to go wide. As you see the ball now, just entering and exiting the circle. Sally Rees, unfortunately, unable to control it. asking for the free hit, but the umpire saying 16-yard. Nice tight game. Good midfield battle here. Holland capitalising on their circle entries better than Wales. Hence the 2 goals up. But a nice contentious midfield battle that's leading to exciting hockey as we go along. As the Netherlands start up a transfer ball, trying to get their way forward. Putting Wales on the back line. Donna Drews just coming away with the ball. They tried to knock it out the sideline to make sure that they didn't have any circle entry defensive work to do. But again, they're back in their own circle defending a Dutch sideline ball, which they'd probably be hoping for some kind of circle entry here once they move the ball 5 yards. Ball being made live. Bit of lack control, but small mistake. That could have been an opportunity for Wales to set up their attack. Just in the heat of the moment, lack of control. And unfortunately, the turnover means that the Netherlands are back on the 22 of Wales. Probing for a circle entry. A nice clean ball into the circle. Tillins unable to control it. And in the melee, just looked like Andrea Fairless took too long to get the ball out the circle. And under the ensuing pressure, the ball was neatly knocked onto her foot with the pressure, and umpire awards a penalty corner. And the Dutch get their second penalty corner of the game. The last one they scored off an injection that wasn't as clean as it should be, but in the ensuing passing, it came back to the injector, who rewarded the team with a nice, easy slap across for the goal. Penalty corner being set up here, waiting for the injection. Nice and clean, a little bit off target. And now we have a bit of interplay. Fantastic defense there. And a really, really good defender at the back there. Looked like Minor Thomas. Thomas just getting the ball away, and now Wales are deep in the other 22, looking for a circle entry. Can they get some reward from this? Looks like Becky Fleck just getting a circle entry, but colliding with a defender, and the umpire adjudicated it was Fleck's fault, not the defender's. Another big hit out the back from the Netherlands, but lifted ball, so the umpire said it was dangerous. These dangerous balls often need to be cut down on ball flying through the air. People ducking and diving isn't good for the nose and the teeth. So Wales again probing forward. Just not seeing any openings coming up. Again, a lot of Dutch orange shirts blocking the way forward on the direct entry. Very good tactic this, putting numbers behind the ball, forcing the opposition to go wide before they go in. And the ball does enter the circle, pops up off a Dutch stick. I think it might have been Franz Benin. And umpire saying that the lifted ball from there could have led to some danger, and therefore has awarded Wales another penalty corner. They've had 2 so far, and they've gone for the short injection. The ensuing hit hasn't found the back of the goal, it was on target. And we see now that Andrea Fairless has moved to the top of the castle. But Jan Jones is now the close one. They're the ball to the top of the castle. Fairless to the push, intercept. But unfortunately, very good intercept there from Sandra Mesh. Umpire saying no, hit the back of the stick. And here we have Wales on the edge of the circle with just orange shirts in front. They need to be clever about how they move this 5 yards before they allow to enter the circle. Trying to throw the overhead over the circle, but no, it landed in the circle, and therefore it's a direct entry. If that ball had gone over the circle and landed outside the circle, then it would have been okay. Interesting rule of hockey that the ball can fly over the circle, but the minute it lands inside the circle, then it counts as a direct entry. Nice big hits out the back there. Trying to cross the ball to right half. enthusiastic crowd getting involved again. Encouraging their family on the field and friends. Nice midfield battle there. Rohoff coming away with the ball and moving it wide, and now we've got the ball wide on the sideline. The Dutch are very good at winning the ball in the midfield and then just changing channels before they go forward. Very good skill, because it means you get around the press quite often with the first channel change. As long as you can then find the penetration going forward there. Umpire not very happy with the opposition players being 5 yards. And a good big cross into the circle. Trying to find the circle entry. Good defending by Holland in the situation to intercept the ball. And again, just not finding any circle entry. Sally Reese with a big hit. Again. Yeah, the Clouds showing their frustration with that tackle. 2 players going for the ball and 6 colliding, but the crack around the ground and the noise. Sally Reese again trying to enter the circle and get some upgrade. Just unable to do it. The Dutch really good at just putting the play in front of the ball every single time Wales come forward. And every circle entry so far has been intercepted. Somebody posting up and being the blocker. Bit of a scrappy melee there. As the 2 teams are trying to find possession here. A lot of turnovers being given. Games end up in these phases sometimes where teams just struggle to hold on to the ball and find 2-3 passes. End up just making mistakes on their first or second touches and then losing possession of the ball. And at the end of all of that, we have the Netherlands with a sideline hit. Probing to go forward. Again, the nice big strong hit going forward. Nice positive hockey. Here comes the next hit. Unfortunately, a bit of a fresh air there. Still early in the tournament, so still getting their iron. Goal scorer Pleshman looking forward here to see if he can find some circle entry. Nice. Great overhead over the top. Finding Rohoff on the edge of the circle, but a great tackle to stop her from getting a short corner or a shot on target. Looked like the captain there, Sally Reese, making the tackle. Emma Thomas, sorry, making the tackle to stop the entry from going through. So again, the Netherlands 2-love up in this game. Getting control of the ball and keeping it away from Wales, which is frustrating Wales. They're not getting near as many circle entries and clean ball going forward. As I say that, they make a great interception in the midfield with a probing run. Could this be an upgrade coming? Oh, line up the backhand shot. The tomahawk comes in. The tomahawk wasn't on target, but Sam Pascoe was waiting on the far post and gave it a tennis smash. Unfortunately, straight into the keeper, Van Leunen, who got in the way and made the save. Another circle entry coming here, but that'll be adjudicated lifted ball. Just a little bit too high, especially with balls crashing into the circle. Umpires are quite strict on the dangerous ball. And Wales, unfortunately, squandered an opportunity trying to get something on the scoreboard. Bit of a midfield battle going on there. Karen Skera coming over the ball. And now finally the umpires have got tired of players not retreating the required 5 yards before they interact. And the first green card of the game, which means for 2 minutes, Wales will have superior numbers by 1. If they can just find the extra player on the field to create the space, could hopefully lead to some upgrades and some circle entries. You'll see the Dutch on the ball now with a player down. We'll be trying to slow the game down as much as possible, trying to eat into those 2 minutes. The green card penalty. Only a 2-minute penalty, but enough time for you to set up one circle entry, one short corner, one maybe shot on goal, And it's all you need to get yourself on the scoreboard, which Wales will be hoping for in this case. Another direct ball going forward. And there's Tillmans with the shot. Great shot, great save. Oh, good hockey all round there. Fantastic save in the goals there. Looks like they've had to keep a change. It looks like Claire Hudson-Mason in the goals. Trying to get the clear number there, but a really good hand save. Putting the hand over the raised shot. And palming the ball away nice and neatly. Yeah, it is Hudson-Mason in goals. Making the valuable save then. Wales with the overhead. Nice clean ball out. Just unfortunate to find Becky Fleck up front. They look free, but they have won the ball back, and now they've got a chance to go forward. Should Livesey with the ball with a big hit. And again, the Plashminder is posting up there again to block this entry. Just get enough in the way to make sure that Wales don't get away forward. And again, another really good tackle there by Plashman on the edge. But some good circle work there. Can they upgrade from there? Unfortunately not. Sally Reese having some really good stick work. Getting knocked a couple of times and asking the umpire for the blow, but no sympathy there. As the Netherlands just turn and hit the ball down the field. And the green suspension's over, and we have all the players back on the field to have an 11v11 game. Coming to the end of the second chucker here in the first half. And there'll be some interesting team talks at half-time. The Netherlands wanted to consolidate this game, but more importantly, Wales trying to find a way that they can get some value for money going forward and get some get the scoreboard ticking, I should say. An overhead attempt up the back there. Not find anybody, but in the ensuing sort of mixed match, it has worked out for them. But the Dutch back on the ball, changing channels. And now they'll be looking for the direct entry. There it is. Oh, the direct entry. Really good ball to a T-point area. But just no control up front. Another loop. And there we have it. End of the first half. Netherlands 2, Wales 0. Nice and tight game. We'll see you in the next half.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room. Thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation. And about training and improving those skills. Looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.
Welcome back to this World Masters hockey match. The first pool game in the over 55 for women, as we have the Netherlands playing against Wales, and the Netherlands currently 2-love up in this encounter. A fairly even affair, with the Dutchess making hay when they got into the circle with 2 good finishes, which has put them on top in this game. But Wales definitely not out of this. They've had some good forays going forward. Some key players, Sally Beckett, pushing forward, but they just got nothing for their 3 short corners they've had and a couple of shots on target. Where the Dutch have got their rangefinders in and have found 2 very good finishes inside the circle. One from Tillens and the other one from Pleshman to put them 2 love up. It's been quite a midfield battle so far in this match with the orange shirts just swamping the areas, making sure that Wales don't get any free play. And it's been effective so far. Every time Wales have gone forward, they've been blocked by a defender wearing an orange shirt at some point from Holland. As you see again there, just every time they go forward, in this case Chantal Macha's putting her body in the way to make sure that there's no straight progression up the field. Wales a little bit of pressure, but coming away cleanly with the ball. Don't want to lose the ball in this part of the field because they would definitely leave to some open space to attack into. Trough ball around the back. Scanning forward, nice, clean hit. Really, really nice hit from the back there from Jude Livesey. But just no control on the end of it. Marshall Pleshman on the ball again, now with under pressure, looking for a through ball. Bit of a scrappy edge, the ball ends up in the circle. But good defending at the back there from Andrea Fairless. Knocking the ball onto a Dutch foot to stop anything further from happening. Again, blanket press has been put on, stopping Wales from going forward. They have found a way around the outside now. Little sneaky stick block there, but it came away. I think the umpire didn't see that, but good skill learned there, stopping the tackle from coming in. Little midfield run there. Mena Thomas coming over the ball. Jane Jones with the ball down the sideline. Trying to get a circle entry. Shepherding the ball across their end. And there comes the shot. Just not on target. And there was a ricochet that put it back towards the keeper. But so far this game, Marty van Lernen in goals has been really, really good. And nothing has bothered her at the back. Long corner adjudicated there. We got Wales again, just camping on the edge, trying to find some outcome from this. And there we have it. The overhead over the top again. The second time we've tried this, just landed inside the circle. It's a very clever way of trying to throw the ball out wide when you've got a blanket press in front of you. Unfortunately, you have to move the ball 5 yards before it may enter the circle. In that case, it landed on the edge. And of course, the turnover happens. A bit of midfield scrap there. Wales again have got a bit of possession going forward now and looking for some effective balls going forward. Just can't find their runners up front. Thomas just not linking up front there. But they have got the pressure on. If they can just get some conversions from this, it will open the game up and get them back into it, give them some confidence. The 2 love would not be a fair reflection of the match, just a reflection of the good finishing that the Dutch have had when they've got to the circle. Another long ball forward by the Dutch there, probing, trying to get some territory. Pleshman being influential in the middle of the field, trying to set up the counter, but a breakdown happening. Netherlands slowly moving forward here. The direct ball forward. Good little interplay of the 1-2 pass. As we get close to the circle, the ball gets knocked in. And there's a stick onto a foot, but the umpire seems to say that it might have hit the back of the stick. Bit confusing there. Everybody seemed to have claimed that they should have the blow there. But Wales get a 16 and they're troughing the ball on the back. Nice clean pass in there. Good tackle there by Yolanda Derek. Blocking the ball at the sideline. And again, the Dutch just keeping the ball in this side of the field, making sure there's no clean exit coming out here. Very good trough ball out the side. Oh, sneaky skills on the edge of the circle. Some coaches will be pulling their hair out when they see their centre back having some dribbling skills on the edge of their own circle. But in this time, nice and calm and collected. Coming over the ball, and the Welsh get the ball moving up the field nice and calmly. Nice big hit across the field, and nobody able to pick it up as the ball transfers all the way across. Yeah, Andrea Fearless on her own circle edge did some clever stick work. Got herself out of trouble and got the free hit, which is what you want to do as a defender when you're under pressure. Slow the game down, get the free hit and come out again. Looked like Janine Jones-Pritchard trying to run the ball out the sideline there. Just caught an edge of a stick on it. And a bad tackle and got the free hit. As Wales are realigning their back four now, trying to find a way to move the ball around the back before they go forward. Again, just a wall of orange in front of them. Good defending. Trying to throw it over the top, and that's exactly what the Dutch would be wanting. Wales trying to go through unsuccessfully and just keeping the pressure on their release ball at the back. Tillen's unfortunate there with a mistrap. The goal scorer from the first half. With a nice clean strike past the goalkeeper. Just catching the back of the stick there, which turns over the free hit. Wales coming right out to Elaine Scale. Scale trying to find a way forward. But again, just being blocked by a Dutch player gets in the way. This time, Karen Benton, I think it was. Just making sure that there's always somebody in front of the ball. Stopping Welsh from moving forward on the line they're in. They need to start changing some of the angles. Oh, great little skill coming forward. A nice little flip. Becky Fleck just popping the ball over the stick. Just ran away from her, but that was a real good midfield skill that she pulled out the bag there, trying to get herself onto the front foot. Becky Fleck been really impressive in the midfield. Oh, good circle entry ball. Really nice clean cross there. And Wales would be feeling lucky. Hilary Baker had the ball on the edge. And one time the ball just wasn't on target. And everybody else around was expecting the ball to be on target. I think Thomas on the far post was expecting the shot and therefore caught it by surprise. But that would be another opportunity that they'd feel they just didn't get any value from. Wales having a couple of these that are just sneaking past. And they're not getting any value for. Ball running over the baseline. It'll be a long corner from the 22 for Wales. As the Wales fans are getting boisterous now, hoping to get some value out of this constant attack they're having. Nice little period of play in the match. Umpires will always want the ball to be exactly where it's supposed to be, and they push them right across the field. Dutch line up so that they can block the direct entry ball. There's the overhead again. And again, Wales, I think we're wrongly adjudicated there because the ball was moved 5 yards before thrown in, but I think it might not have been the 5-yard rule that got them. It might have just been they threw the ball into a dangerous area. And umpires can blow that and adjudicate that the ball might end up being dangerous. The overhead rule, always the most contentious rule in hockey. Everybody wanted it being blown their way. In this case, Wales didn't get the benefit in that situation. And they're back on the attack on the sideline here. Good constant pressure from Wales. The Netherlands just been stuck in their own area. They've got possession, but the constant barrage from Wales just trying to force the error so that they can get some capitalization from this. Trough ball around the back to right half. We're back at centre back. Looks like Trying to see who that was. The Carl Marshall, I think. And then the ball forward. The Netherlands very good at trying to find the ball directly down the field with a nice powerful hit. Often sometimes the simple ways or the effective ways of playing, and getting the ball out of your area with a big hit into an open area just transfers the pressure down the field, which has happened quite a lot in this match, and it's been very effective when they have got it right. Bit of frustration there. Donna Drews trying to pass the ball out wide, but there was no communication, and the ball rolled out the sideline. Wales looking a little bit frustrated at the moment. They just need something to show for their value on the field. They won't be disappointed with their play at the moment. It's just they haven't got the outcomes in terms of goals, which they dearly want. Loose ball smashed across the field again, just relieving some pressure. Putting Wales on the back foot. And it looks like it came off a Welsh stick, so the Dutch now have a ball close to the 22 on the sideline. They want to come off the sideline, don't want to get stuck on the sideline. There's the ball forward, and unfortunately Tillen's just not able to control it, and the ball popping loose. Nice big hit there from the captain, Willemijn Schier. Ends up with the ball right inside the circle. Big clearance, but only as far as the Dutch player on the edge of the circle. And this could be an opportunity for a circle entry. The Dutch just holding on a little bit too long there, and the unfortunate error that ensues. Joined here by Dion, the local guru of the area. Dion, what's your say on the game? Have you been watching?
Not much.
I think Dion's a passionate Dutch fan at heart, and quietly cheering them on in the background there.
You're so right. That is my team. Netherlands, Oranje, Wit en Blauw.
The Dutch again, just in the 22, trying to get some value. They've been very good at these situations by finding a circle entry and attack. And again, the frustration building at the back for Wales. Just an unfortunate foot. Oh, appeared to be a foot on the side there, but the umpire says it's the side ball. Henry Baker quite happy with that. So we're nearing the end of the third chuck here. Game with a little bit of a stalemate in this chucker. Two teams have figured each other out, and neither can find a breakthrough. Bit of a midfield scrap going on now. No clean balls through. Both teams still first game of the tournament, getting into their stride. A lot of traveling happening to get to this part of the world, down south in Africa, so I'm sure some of the cobwebs have been rattled off. Some of the jet lag. I think Wales were very lucky there. A ball being smacked out the back straight to a Dutch forward who couldn't control it, but that could have been a big error if there had been some control happening there. But that has been turned into attack now, as we have Wales going forward. Becky Fleck just popping a ball onto the foot there. Ball being crossed into the circle. Nice, powerful cross, just nowhere close to anybody's stick, with Thomas just not getting to the ball in time. And the Dutch getting out of trouble there by the ball running over the back line, and again the 16. Freshman again with a clearance. Nice and big down the middle of the field. Good basic skill, just hitting the ball nice and cleanly on the deck. As Welsh under pressure again, but as you've seen before, Andrea Fairl is very confident on the ball. No fuss under pressure, just simply putting the ball on the foot to get in the free hit, and then moving the ball down the field again. A little bit of pressure on the sideline there, forcing the ball over the edge. Wales getting close to that circle again. They're just needing some interplay here to put up something. Lynn Rees on the ball. We'll be looking for a link up here. Playing the ball back to the midfield to see if we can find some kind of angle to work with. Jude Livesey with a through ball. Really nice ball going through there. Good lead by Karen Skirrer. But just the backhand skill letting her down. And just losing the ball again. The Welsh are deep in the corner here, and they got a lot of orange shirts to get through. They're going to have to find something to play. A couple of 1-2 passes. The 2v1 skill needs to be employed more here. Trying to find some angles to go in. Livesey with the circle entry. Oh, that was agonizingly close. Jude Livesey with a nice clean strike. And one of those cases inside the circle where everybody looks at each other thinking who's going to get to it. And unfortunately, the stalemate meant the ball just rolled straight through for the 16. One of the better chances I think that Wales have had so far in this match. And would be hating the fact that nobody put a stick out there and just got an edge on it. Just put it goal bound and see what the keeper can do and see what happens from there. Another powerful ball at the back to way down the field. That's very clever hockey. Hiding the forward in the corner there. I think it was Derek. Derek was hiding away, and it's resulted in a circle entry, which could, if this goes the way they want, in front of the goal, and a nice clean finish. A bit of a goal mouse scramble, and Wales unfortunately unable to get rid of the ball. The ball sat agonizing in front of the keeper for a long period there. And everybody stood and watched to see what was going to ensue. And a small little skill just pulling the ball away from the keeper, opening the keeper up. And Chantal Meijers just popping the ball past the keeper into the open goal. And that puts the Netherlands 3-love up. And I think they'll be happy with their lead now. This will put them in control of this game. Enough of a goal cushion. Of course, it's tournament hockey, so you want to score as many goals as you can to give yourself a goal difference. And we can see the confidence ensue now. 3-love up, and they're pushing forward, and that's the end of the third chukka. 3-love up at this stage with one more chukka to come. We'll see in a while.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people that's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
First pool game. between Wales and Netherlands. The Netherlands capitalised on some really good finishing inside the circle to put themselves 3-love up in this match. Wales will be unfortunate because they had some really good chances early in the game and just haven't been able to capitalise on any of their circle entries. Whereas the Dutch, whenever they get inside the circle, look like they're good for a goal. And the 3-love scoreline just shows that they've got good finishing skills when in that area. The Welsh should want to, in this last chukker, just get some value for money. Ball being crossed out the side there. Again, Wales just trying to find a circle entry, trying to get it in there to get some value for money. But what we've learned so far from the Dutch is they put a lot of people behind the ball and they've got really good basic defense skills. They need some clever hockey to get around them. Ball being smacked out the back there. Trying to relieve some pressure. Looked like Tessa Budding. And Wales again have the sideline ball. Trying to move it around the back. Oh, bit of an error there as the Dutch come away with the ball. Looking for Rolf, trying to find a free ball out. And the Dutch now moving the ball nice and neatly. They've got their rhythm and they're really trying to find some penetrating ball. Micah Jacobs on the ball, just trying to cross it over, but stick it in the way. Jacobs coming back to Pleshman. No, I lie. It's Schkeer, Willem and Schkeer. Penetrating ball going forward. A lot of passes being put together now by the Dutch. You can see the confidence growing. The 3-goal cushion really helping them be a little more expansive in this game. Emma Thomas coming over the ball there, but just being broken down. Not trying to find a way forward, and she looks up and immediately sees a wall of orange in front. Long clearance at the back. This could work. It's a long ball right through a good gap. Nice, powerful clearance straight through the fields, but no Welsh forward. Unfortunately, to pick it up to get something for it. Pleshman of the overhead. Nice big overhead. That's cleared a lot of people. Ended up with 2 people together, so umpire saying that it's dangerous. 2 people arriving at the same time. The expected collision gets blown up. And Wales have got the ball. A lot of support on the sideline for them. Trying to probe the ball forward and get some value for it. Willem and Schkeer on the ball now. Just controlling, taking it wide, making sure there's patience. Nice little ball forward, unfortunately just not able to trap. And a wild pass. Let's push the Dutch with numbers going forward. This could be interesting because they have got the numbers if they can just find a very good through ball there from the back. Looked like direct that pushed it forward there. I'm just going to check the number there. But nobody leading up front, and all defenders hate that when they give their best pass going forward and nobody actually sets it up. Direct was in the midfield at that stage, just trying to find a through ball. And again, great ball going forward to Wales. This could be an interesting row from the ball. A one-on-one with the keeper, a little push, and a great finish. A defensive error there, just giving the ball straight to the Dutch in the midfield. And Jacqueline Rohoff in the midfield, picking the ball up, taking it through one defender, and then having a one-on-one with the keeper. A neat little push through. No crazy shot, no big swing at the ball. Just be nice and neat, pushing it near posts. And from that range, Hudson Mason had no chance of stopping that from going on. A little bit of frustration on the field now because players aren't retreating 5 yards. And again, I think there's going to be a card. No, you need to retreat 5 yards. I think a double offense there. I couldn't see what color card that was, but I think it might have been a yellow card. And a yellow card is normally 5 minutes, which is a long time in hockey to be sit on the bench and a long time for your team to play a person short. We'll check that card and see what it was there. Trying to verify the color of that card. Trying to see, no, can't pick it up. We'll get a feedback now to see what color card that was. And even with the card, the Dutch still, with 4 goals in the bag, have now got a lot of confidence and are pushing forward comfortably. Wales having to break it down and come back at them. Just can't find a way through. The Dutch defense really, really strong at the moment. I'm proud of the way they've kept that going. Wales are actually leading the contest in penalty corners. They've had 3 penalty corners to the Dutch 2. And haven't gotten in from that, which they'd be disappointed about. I think they might have to go back at the drawing board and just make sure when they do get a penalty corner, they get some value for money from it. Wales with the penetrating ball going forward. Just a lack of control on the edge of the D. Ball bouncing off the stick. And the Dutch coming away forward, direct on the ball now. Not too enthusiastic to go forward, just holding possession on the ball. The Dutch just been clever now in holding the ball. We've got Micah Jacobs on the ball there, not pushing forward, just wasting time, making sure that everything's nice and sensible. And the big thing is when they do turn over the ball, it's so deep in the Wales half. Wales have got a long way to go to set up attack. Tessa putting on the ball now, looking to see if you can find a long ball through it. Very clean hit, but intercepted. It's been a strategy all game so far from the Dutch, is knocking the ball forward. Nice clean strikes, gaining territory and just setting themselves up a little bit higher on the field. And putting the pressure on Wales, who can't find clean ways off the back. As we see again, a ring of orange been put around. Some very good stick work there from Jude Livesey. Just a little feint and then passing the ball out the back. And Wales have got out of the press now and have some space. If they can just find a probing ball forward, scanning, just scanning for a runner. Ball being pushed forward, but straight to a Dutch defender. And that would be a bit disappointing because they had some time on the ball there to make a decision and couldn't come away with it. Direct finding the foot there of Lynn Rees. And again, Fleshman just taking her time. No rush in the field there. Nice clean strike. Really fantastic to watch. And then soon Miss Trap has led to a 2v1 here for the Holland. And now they've got a one on the keeper. A big swing at the ball and a miss. I think Jacqueline Rohoff will be very upset with her shot there. She had all the time in the world. Took a big swing at it and just didn't connect the ball. Often when forward swing at the ball and they don't connect, the umpires rule it is dangerous. You have to hit the ball when you swing at it. And Rohoff will be upset, unable to put a second on the scoreboard with a real grand opportunity. As you see on the other side of the field, Wales now having a long ball through this, just run across the baseline. And this has been the story of their day, unfortunately. Every ball that's gone through just hasn't had somebody at the end to tap it into the goal or tap it towards the goalkeeper. And the scoreboard remains at 4-0 as we near in the mid of this fourth quarter. If Wales could just get something from this match, just one goal to G them up. It's always good to get something near the end of the game. You always remember the last chucker more than you do the first chucker when you're playing a game of hockey. And coming out with a good performance in this fourth chucker will be important for them now. Just getting some value for money because they have really been value, just not being able to finish at the end. The Dutch setting up again. And as we got used to, putting just nice smack of the ball cleanly. Really good basic skills. The clean hit. As unfortunately the ball has left the building. It popped over the fence and has rolled down the car park. Somebody will have to go chase that down. New ball on the field. The ball running out way deep in the corner. It looks like the green card has been served now and the teams are back to full strengths. That was the second green card for Holland in this game for not being 5 yards. Don't want to keep that up in the tournament because these cards do pile up and the accumulation of cards is tracked. And you don't want to have too many going forward and they end up in suspensions and stuff like that, which you do not want at a World Cup. So again, this pool just starting off. This is the first pool game. First points will be on the board here for the O55 women. There's 3 games following, 3 games in this section this morning. England are playing Germany in the next game, followed by France against the Spirit of Masters hockey team. As we see the Dutch just having a nice equal circle entry there. But very good defending in the circle by the Welsh captain, Emma Thomas, just to knock the ball away and make sure that nothing ensues from that. Umpire calling for obstruction there. Let's see again what happened. It looked like one of the Dutch players ran in front of the ball carrier, therefore blocking the defender from picking it up. And of course, that isn't allowed. And again, Wales just trying to get the ball out the back here to make sure they don't get stuck. And give the ball to Wales in a good part of the field. Umpire blowing very vociferously, trying to get the back. Sorry, a brief interruption there. Wales on the edge of the circle, another probing ball. They just need to get something. There it goes, ball in the circle, line loose, and the umpire just adjudicated it. Hit Thomas, the back of Thomas's stick, I think. I couldn't see from this angle, but it looked 50-50. Wales just trying to get a shot off, just to get themselves firing. Again, good turnover. Thomas with the ball going forward, and a very, very strong tackle from Tessa Budding. Putting the power in there, but catching the top of the stick, and of course that's not allowed. And Wales win in their 4th short corner. We'll be hoping to put something on the scoreboard here. 2 of their short corners have gone short for the straight strike, and one of them's gone to the top. It seems... how we set up here. Wales with a big hit coming out. Looking for the hit. Just a clean zigzag. This could be a great chance. Great strike, but unfortunately hitting Pleshman's stick in front of the keeper. Good defending. And the scoreboard stays dry on the Welsh side. An injection out to the top of the castle. Andrea Fairless with a bit of skill, pushing the ball out wide. Nice, good strike coming in, but a good save in front of the keeper. As Wales keep probing here, trying to find a ball through. I think being a little bit guilty of just going on route 1 there. And often if you go route 1, that's where all the defenders are standing. You need to get some angle on it and getting no value for money. The crowd geeing on Wales to get something from this game. Another crashing ball down route 1, and of course, Pleshman's been standing there all day just picking these balls off. Sorry, that wasn't Pleshman, that was Budding. The Dutch just standing on the route 1, making sure that no clean ball gets there. Sally Reese pushing forward here with the headband. Just needs to change the channel, running into the Dutch defense, which is setting up on route 1 the whole game. And a long ball being pushed down the field just to relieve some pressure, take some time off the game. Getting fairly close to the end of this match. And the Dutch will be happy with their goal lead. Good start to a tournament. You always want to get off the plane and start your game nice and strong. Little stick clash over there, and the ball popping up into Pleshman's hand, but she looks all right. And again, the umpire just telling the Dutch they need to move back further 5 yards. They can't be that close when the free gets taken. And Wales now on the transfer. Trying to fall well on the back. A lot of pressure coming here. Tillemans on the pressure, but good turn. And Sally Rees coming out in the midfield. The pressure on her, but she's been handling this really well this game. Just can't find the ball going forward. Does win the free hit, which will give an opportunity now to scan forward and see if they can find a circle entry. Ball knocked forward, route one, and just been intercepted. I do a little bit of a roll over there. Look like an ankle. Just been rolled on slightly at this part of the game. Becky Fleck, one of the key players and key runners in the game. You don't want injuries there. She's been a bundle of energy in the front line there. Very mobile and moving around the field, creating opportunities. And the last thing she'd want in the first game of the tournament is an injury to slow her down. Well, if it isn't on the scoreboard, the Welsh fans definitely are winning the crowd battle here. Lots of singing and joyous applause and support. Very vocal. Been fantastic to see. So Wales come Sally Rees again, trying to find a probing ball forward. They're in the 22. They would just want some kind of circle entry. And there it is. The ball getting in the circle. The Dutch under pressure, but a stick hack by Thomas on Pleshman inside the circle just meant the Dutch get their 16-yard hit from the back. Trying to run down the clock here and see the end of this game. Happy with their 4-love lead. Nice probing run on the right-hand side. A nice cross ball around the field. This could really work if they make another cross. Really open. Jacobs on the side here with a nice clean circle entry. Pops the ball back to the P spot. Just looks like Tillemans unable to first get it, but then on the rear ward does win it. But been adjudicated as hacking the player as this match comes to an end. Netherlands winning this game 4-0 against Wales. Fantastic start to the tournament. And we'll see you for the next game shortly.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
And there goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people that's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.